Hey, what is up? Thank you for tuning in. This is going to be another episode of Ray's Home Theater, and this is my theater. So, if you've been watching, you know that I've had several videos about the theater here. It seems to be pretty popular. So, I recently dug up several old videos of the theater while it was being built by me, and I just thought that I would share that with you. The cool thing about that is, now I've never done this before, so I'm going to try it out and see what happens. But if I remember correctly, in order to get that footage to work, I got to do something like this. Doo-doo-doo, 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 doo-doo-doo. Oh shit, it didn't work. Let me try it again. As you can see behind me, we are standing in a basement remodel. This basement remodel will be a home theater. So in this episode, I'm going to give you some advice and give you some ideas on your own home theater project. So the best advice I can give you is take your time. Very important that you take your time. I know that you want to get in here, throw up the walls, throw up the ceiling, so you can start enjoying your space. But I recommend that you do not do that. You want to take advantage of the job while the drywall ceiling is down, and make sure that you know exactly what you want out of your space. If you want to hang a TV on the wall, run your wires and everything for that. In this case, we'll be using a projector. Lighting is very important in a home theater. You want to draw up a nice floor plan for your lighting scheme. For example, in my space here, I'm putting in 4 different zones. In this little tiny room, I'm going to be actually having, I think, 13, 14 recessed lights in this space. But I'm going to be breaking them up in 4 different zones, so it won't be that harsh. You don't hit one switch and have all the lights turn on at one time. So it's broken up a little bit, so I can have one half of the room on, one half off, dim the front, brighten the back. Now I want to tell you what I'm doing for my lighting. Right here I'm putting in 4 recessed lights, which will be on one zone. Back here I'm putting in 2 recessed lights on another zone. And all the way around the perimeter of the room I'll be putting in wall washers. Now in a home theater, you want to have your movie posters and stuff, so plan ahead for that. What I did is had some help. I had a couple people hold up, movie posters here and there on the wall to figure out how I wanted to place the posters. If I wanted 3 posters, 2 posters, and I wanted to be able to maybe physically look at them to see how they would look on that wall when it's all done. I don't want to throw up a light just anywhere and have the poster sitting there and if you're having 3 posters on the wall, these 2 have to be closer because of where your light is. And then you have one further away. You don't want that. So plan ahead for something like that. What I did was, like I said, I had some help holding up the posters. And then from there, I got my measurement off the walls, how I like the posters. They look really nice. And I also evenly spaced them apart. It's very important that you even take the time to do that. That little thing, that little touch is going to really set off the room and make it look professional. So, after I got that measurement, I figured out in the ceiling where I wanted my wall washers. And then from there, I had to figure out how far from the wall do I want my wall washer. And let me show you an idea that I had to kind of help me out with that. This right here. This is the lights that I'm going to be using for the wall washers. All I did was I wired up an outlet plug. Okay, so what that allowed me to do is plug this into an extension cord, hold this up into the ceiling, and then that way I can move it back and forth from the wall. The closer to the wall you get, the smaller the light's going to shine on the wall. The further, it's going to make a bigger light pattern. So if you're not really sure how close to the wall you want to put these, this is a pretty good idea. It really helped me a lot. And also, when you do get that measurement where to put these lights, keep them consistent. You don't want to have one light closer to the wall here, and then down here you're going to have the light further away. You don't want to do that. You want to try to keep these all consistent. That way, when you're looking at the room as a whole, you're going to have all the light patterns on the walls consistent. You know, if you have one here and then you have one here shining on that wall, it's going to look kind of funny. You're going to have, one light pattern that's nice and sharp with sharp edges and small, and then you're going to have one with the edges that are a little bit more shaded, and it's going to be a bigger light pattern. So you don't want to have that in your theater. So think about that also when you're planning for your lighting scheme. Okay, so this is my idea to house my projector, my receiver, and my PlayStation. Screen's gonna be on that wall. You see here, I got a cutout for the projector on the front. Okay. Power outlet. This is going to be an IR, whatchamacallit, so I can send a signal. I'll have an IR sensor over there on that wall switch right there. Focus it in. And then that's also going to house my lighting scheme. I'm going to have 4 different zones. All of them will be on a IR sensor, so I can control it from my iPad. Technologies. So this is going to house the PlayStation 3. Okay, so you gain access to it from the back side of the bulkhead here. Okay, I do have a hole between the between each dividers to run power cords and HDMI cords and whatnot. I also have an opening here, right there. I could zoom in on it and whatnot. That's gonna be an opening for USB cable. The USB cable is gonna run through the ceiling, and it's gonna be installed above the screen for the PS3 camera, so we can play PS3 Move and whatnot. Okay, and then this side is going to house the receiver. Okay, and this one I got 2 cutouts for the speaker wire and whatever else in the future. I might run a Cat 5 for Ethernet. Oh, hey! You guys are back. Back from the past. Glad you made it back okay. I've never tried that before, so that was pretty cool. I got that idea from a movie a while back, and I just wanted to see if it would work, and apparently it does. So that's pretty damn cool. So yeah, so I hope you liked the video I just made for you. As you can see, I had a lot of fun messing with it. So I think also that answers a lot of questions in really good detail, especially about the soffit here. So again, I had a lot of fun making it, just being goofy and shit. So I hope you did too. Let me know if you did. That'd be cool. If you're a new viewer, go ahead and subscribe for me, man. I appreciate it. The more that I have out there watching, the better I feel. So help a brother out. Anyway, again, I hope you liked it. That's it. That's the end of the show. And I absolutely do hope you see me soon. Peace.